A local football team is promoting discipline, dedication, physical and mental agility, and women. The Kentucky Karma football team is a member of the National Women's Football Association. It's one of the best sporting secrets in Louisville. And now, here's our experience with Karma.
Well, Karma, this will be our our startup year. This will be our 5th year. I was retiring from coaching, and someone approached me about this opportunity. In the beginning, I said no, because I want to play some golf and travel. But then I looked at the challenge of building something from scratch, and once you get in it, even though this is a women's league, you find that the ladies that play here want to be thought of as football players first.
And I overheard that the Women's Super Bowl was being played at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. And I looked on the internet and saw that Kentucky was getting an expansion team. And I knew at U of L I didn't have the time right then to play. But I'd always wanted to play since I was a little kid. It looked fun to me.
I had a pair of shoulder pads and a helmet when I was like 4 or 5, and I put them on, and my father was going to the drugstore, and I wanted to put them on, and I wanted to go out in public. I think I like it primarily because it's hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. And to me, I think it's the hard that makes it great.
I'm really excited to be able to play with the Kentucky Karma. I love my teammates. They have made me feel welcome. They made me feel appreciated. I'm really excited. I can't wait to play. I can't wait for my boys to see me play. They always doing something on the field. I've been going home talking a whole lot of mess about what I'm going to do, so I'm going to be able to prove to them what I can do. My position is defensive end and offensive guard.
On defense, I am a corner, and they're training me this year as well to be a linebacker. On offense, I'm primarily a wide receiver. Sometimes I'll be a backup, running back or quarterback, and I'm all the special teams.
I'm playing the positions linebacker, outside linebacker, tight end, long snapper, and some special teams, wherever they tell me to go. Most women don't grow up playing football. We watch it on TV, but when you get down on the field, it's completely different. Basic skills include running. However, it's not just go out and run 3 miles. It's stop and start, stop and start. So it's actually more of an anaerobic kind of running.
Physicality, of course. You don't have to be an athlete necessarily. It helps, but again, it's something that even athletes haven't been able to tap into yet. So you're going to learn the basics from what football is to where to put your feet. So mentality is a key, of course. I think if you just have a positive attitude, I think everything else is going to fall into place.
And sometimes you don't know what you're doing, and they just tell you hit the first thing you see.
We're kind of like sponges. Because we want to be here and not because we have to be here. We soak things up like sponges, and that makes a difference. So
You have to be willing to play, be willing to talk. We have great coaches. They work with us consistently.
Coach Hawkins I think he's a fantastic person. He's a great man. He does believe in putting the player first, and he understands that we all have jobs and we have families, and he knows that football, and he asks us to not put football first in our lives.
I like to try to be a positive influence in some way in a life, and that's a big factor to me. After you coach this long, the W's and the L's lose a little bit of their luster. You realize that life is bigger than a game, but ultimately it's the relationships that I build. And I've got ladies right now. There's a lady that just walked in tonight that hasn't played for me for 2 years, and it's like, I saw her yesterday. That's the way I am with my players.
he's a great offensive line coach, and he's taken it upon himself he pretty much has to know every facet of the game, being the head coach and the owner. He's put a lot of his time, a lot of his resources into not only starting this team, but keeping it alive, and it gives us the opportunity to live out that dream that we never thought we'd be able to do. And so hopefully it will continue for the young girls that may see us today or tomorrow or in the future.
To any young women that might be interested in playing, just don't be afraid to come out. If you want to come out to some games, talk to the players. Everybody's really nice, and we want to build our team, and so we want to make sure that the Karma lives on. Stay active, try to eat right, and just don't be afraid to get out there and put yourself out there. The great thing about football, women's football, is we need all body shapes and sizes. It's not just America plays host to everybody has to look a certain way. And in football, you can't have that. You need every kind of body. I teach high school, and my main thing is I see all kinds of girls, every shape and size, and some of these girls get down on themselves because of the way they look, and I just look at them and say, I wish you'd come play football, because we need people just like you. Everybody's beautiful in football. That's what I love about it. In women's football, everybody's beautiful.
Our goal is to win an NWFA championship. That's one of the reasons that I purchased this franchise. And I have a passion for wanting to win a championship. That's the initial goal that we set up. But now realistically, because you have a turnover every year, you're going to lose some players, but you always have new players coming in. You have to back up and take it a week at a time. And your goals actually change week to week as far as a coach when you begin to see what the potential of a team is. This year, and there's only been one other year that I've said this. Now, of course, we haven't been around a long time, but that last year starting out, I said that we had the potential to be the best team that we had been. And I will say it again, and us coaches talk about it. The one thing we've been able to do this year, I think, not only pick up some new players, but we picked up more players this year that have a passion, and I feel like will stay around.
It's not just about the football, it's about being around a bunch of women of different walks of life that are all here together to accomplish the same thing.
I love my teammates. They have made me feel welcome. They made me feel appreciated.
And I know I could call pretty much any of these girls any time of day and they'd be there for me.
We've had everything from nurses, lawyers, doctors, mothers of 3, grandmothers in the league. We have a few with hearing disabilities that play completely without the ability to hear during games. And so I think the biggest misconception is that they must be big and they must be mean and they must be strong, and that's not the case. I think women football players can be women.
For more information on the Kentucky Karma and to find out how to try out, visit their website at kentuckykarma.com.